Hello, gorgeous. Today we are talking about thyroid or menopause, the overlap between the two. You might be exhausted and you're still sleeping decently. You cleaned up your diet, but the weight is not moving. You walk into a room, you forget what you went there for, and you're wondering, is this menopause or is this my thyroid? Or am I just getting older? So stay with me today because by the end of this, you will understand what's actually happening hormonally. And really more importantly, and way more empowering, is what you can do about it. So you're watching straight from the doctor's desk with me, Dr. Andrea Purcell. I am a women's health, natural medicine expert, and I specialize in helping women navigate those hormonally difficult years of perimenopause and menopause. And I don't want you to lose your clarity, your confidence, your vitality as we move through the transition. So today, I am talking about one of the most overlooked issues in midlife, and it's just the thyroid menopause overlap, because this is where so many women get missed or dismissed, mostly because conventional labs, the reference ranges are really big and you just get told that you're normal. Also, conventional medicine tends to divide the body up into parts and not really look at you as a whole person, a whole woman, a whole being. So here's what I want you to know. Estrogen, progesterone, and thyroid hormones are all deeply interconnected and interwoven. So when estrogen fluctuates, it affects our thyroid binding proteins. It affects the conversion of T4 to T3, which are the thyroid hormones. It affects cellular absorption of thyroid hormone. And also it impacts our adrenals and our cortisol rhythm. So if a woman already has a thyroid condition leading into menopause, the menopause shifts are going to put stress on the thyroid gland and cause it to react sporadically, meaning high or low. And there are so many overlapping symptoms that it can be very confusing. Things like fatigue, brain fog, weight gain, thinning hair or hair texture changes, dry skin, mood shifts, intolerances to heat or cold, digestive changes like digestive slowdown, constipation. And that's really why the proper testing is important. So when looking at thyroid function, we have to test TSH, free T3, free T4, thyroid antibodies, reverse T3, and then nutritional levels such as iron, ferritin, vitamin D, and B12. And then we can look at the adrenals and what the cortisol rhythm is doing. And when we bring all of that information together, we match it up with the symptoms that you have, because labs are only two-dimensional paper and you live in a three-dimensional body. So we can't treat the numbers without listening to the symptoms, right? Because that can be dangerous. And it just doesn't really present the whole picture. So we have to match it up, symptoms plus labs. And I love natural medicine because it does treat all of you. And when we can connect or correct the deficiencies and balance the hormones, there can be some really foundational nutrients that are important for thyroid hormone production and conversion. So we have to look at things like deficiencies such as selenium, zinc, iodine, magnesium, iron, vitamin D, vitamin B12. And we really shouldn't guess, we should test to determine what's appropriate for you, because what's appropriate for you is not the same as what another woman needs. And stress can cause thyroid imbalances. Chronic stress elevates cortisol levels, and then high cortisol suppresses thyroid conversion. So the conversion of the thyroid hormones from inactive forms to active forms. And midlife is a full life, right? It's a lot of juggling. It's a busy time. We have aging parents, we have careers, we have teenagers, we have marriages, we have community responsibilities, and some days you just feel like you don't have a minute to breathe. And that's where the stress comes in. And we can't really out supplement stress. We can't outrun our forks. So individualized care matters so much in this stage of life to really meet you with what your unique needs are. And I believe that the second half of life really can be the best half of life when we're proactive and we are paying attention to the changes of the body and what the body is needing now. And if we don't, then honestly, midlife can be the beginning of decline. And it breaks my heart to hear stories of disease states that were silently brewing in the background, things like autoimmunity that could have been prevented earlier on, but then were just ignored until a health crash happened. So here's what I know. When thyroid and hormones, female hormones, are supported properly, women feel better. You have better mental clarity. You have steady energy, healthy metabolism, and just feel more emotionally ready to handle the stresses of the day. And then confidence in your body again, because life is today. And I want you to be able to go out there and live fully. Yes, your body is changing. Yes, we are all aging. However, with the right information, these really can be the best years of your life. So if this resonates with you, share it with another woman who is wondering what is happening in her body. And if you're ready for a deeper, more personalized evaluation, me and my clinic are here to guide you through it. So you don't have to figure it out alone. I put together a special power guide on how to regulate your hormones. So just click on the description to get the free download. Ciao for now.